This is Corporate Agent G-18913 filing Report Delta, updating the tower on the after effects of the removal of Shawa District. Radiation levels are still high in the remains of the region, but enhanced scans of the area indicate the gradual degradation of the harmful isotopes, potentially allowing for cleansing teams to enter within the next month. There is a lack of evidence of the collateral repercussions of the blast. However, the determination from hazard squads is that the few scraps of civilians in Shawa were instantly vaporized or are still crushed under rubble. Unfortunately, it falls on me to report that the search for evidence of rebel target R-77's demise has proven inconclusive so far. The clearing of the ruined buildings that made up the block he was residing in has been slow going. It seems R-77 had made intentional moves to live in a large structure with the most chance to create problems for us trying to find him. An investigation is being launched to look into who within the walls may have been helping R-77 as he maneuvered through the GAT and Shawa District. With the death of the district's citizens, it is being suspected that it could have been a rogue corporate agent assisting R-77. The information he gathered that was put on the airwaves came from deep within other districts, meaning if he didn't have a source to get that information, then he had help navigating the districts to get it himself. This has led to the extraction team here in the ruins of Shawa District to sign onto a request for investigation into the matter. Suspicion of fellow agents is not ideal, but in a situation like this, it is unavoidable. I am sure Agent Zeta would agree that just because R-77 is gone, his influence can linger, and any ideologies that he may have used to corrupt anyone within the walls should be snuffed out. A unified corporation is a strong corporation, and unity is needed to combat the rebels out in the wastes. Other reports have come in that traces of R-77's allies out in the wastes are under a delusion that he has not perished. Graffiti has been spotted near corporate outposts with the message of Grinner lives, or long live the voice in the static. As his recorded broadcasts announcing the corporations have been looping over various radio channels. Attempts to find and capture or exterminate his known allies have turned up very little. Settlements like Black are out of range for current squads to approach in the numbers required to take control, and the smaller settlements he was known to frequent have gone underground or are neutral territory, with a number of corporate allied mercenaries, and thus not likely to be harboring the rebels. Speaking of further wastes reaching, squads on the outer reaches have requested access to the elite stores, as the pushback from any wastelanders that are sympathetic to rebel causes has become dangerous with current basic supplies. Of course, these requests are being made through regular channels, but the added word of an elite agent would expedite the process, allowing our agents in the field to push back against attacks. Not entirely related to the bulk of this report, but recent tests of the newly reinforced boats on the static lakes have been going well along the Shawa District coastline. My squad has personally been using them to scour the shoreline to try and find any traces of any escape routes from the district. Knowing that some of the citizens were workers on the docks for these new crafts has resulted in suspicions of escaped rebel allies, or worse, rebels themselves infiltrating on the southern shore. As of yet, searches have not turned up any evidence of such a thing, but it is giving us ample test data for the new boats, which will aid in getting them up and running to take corporate agents across the static lakes and into southern territories. In summary, efforts to clear the radiation and rubble from the Shawa District in the search for evidence of R-77's demise have yielded minimal results, but are continuing as best as possible. Investigations and supplies are requested for aiding our agents in retaining a unified front, with paperwork being submitted alongside this report. Finally, the designated boats for traversing the static lakes are being tested in searching for rebel infiltration, and those tests are going well. This has been Corporate Agent G-18913, reporting to the tower with Report Delta. Have a safe day.
Welcome to the Wastes is a Voice in the Static production, written, starring, and produced by Edward Grinner Hutchinson. You can find Welcome to the Wastes on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and other social media sites, and there's a merch store through Etsy. Links are in the episode description. Welcome to the Wastes is also made possible with the love and support of listeners and wastelanders like you. If you want to help support the show on Patreon, that link will also be in the description, alongside the list of monthly supporters. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the Wastes.